Welcome to Smee's Garage. I'm doing a little something simple today, but if done wrong, it could cost you some money. If you ever bought an emblem from Nissan or Infiniti, just the emblem alone could be $30, $40, right? I'm going to show you how to put it on the correct way. First, I'm going to start showing the tools I'm using. You got tape measure. Harbor Freight, Lowe's, tape measure, doesn't matter. Just tape measure. We're only measuring inches. Tape. You want to use painter's tape, or use some tape that comes off easily. This will be used for positioning a decal. Heat gun. If it's cold, such as you're up north, even if it's cold in your garage, you want to heat both the surfaces of your little decal here and the surface you're sticking to. Not too hot, just enough for it to adhere quickly. And you want rubbing alcohol. I'm not picky about the percentage. Usually I use rubbing alcohol is because it evaporates fast. 5-10 minutes, the surface is ready to adhere to or paint. And lastly, if you can find one or have them handy, get lint-free cloths. I only have paper towels, so you're getting what you're getting. Alright, so what we're doing first, getting this alcohol. I'm going to drench the rag in it, or your paper towel. You can clean the surface of what you're going to stick it to. And so you got dirt coming off initially. So I don't clean my vehicle. It's no pavement, princess. So I swap sides to a cleaner side. If I'm still getting dirt, I'll swap to another clean side. Just try to stay away from the dirt, because all you're going to be doing is moving dirt over your clean area. Congratulations, this is the shiniest spot on my vehicle. Alright, before you heat it up, you'll get your emblem and your tape. Tear off 2 strips. Or how many ever strips necessary for your emblem, right? Say I want to align it with my 4x4 emblem here, right? All I'm going to do is just lightly put it on here. And say if you want to get it exactly, you can sort of use your you find a point of reference, right? So I'm going to measure from my door handle to the top of the emblem. So say if I want it to match the top of my 4x4 emblem, you can kind of do the same there. And then get you a straight edge, like a small ruler, and line it on top of your emblem to get a straight edge along with your tape measure. So I'm thinking I'm going to kind of put it in the middle instead of to match the top and the bottom. It's because it's not the same size emblem. Also with my tape, what I'll do is my little tape, I'll flip over the edges, so that way not all of it sticks, so you have your little tab to pull on. So you can take it on and off while you're metering the position of your little emblem there. And also while you're measuring, I know this is getting a little tedious. You find the mark in which you matched up where you want it at. Get your little Sharpie, not a Sharpie, but a dry erase marker. Don't use a Sharpie. And mark where you want, so that way you ain't got to keep guessing. There's a lot of small lines on here. You may lose your point. You'll be constantly looking back into the measure. You don't want to have one side lower than the other. So it's best to get your marker, your dry erase marker, and mark on the tape measure. So when you measure both top sides of your decal, you get in the exact right spot. Another thing you can do, if you want to do it at inline with your 4x4 emblem, you don't even have to use a tape measure. Just get you a straight edge or something you know is straight, and just line it up on top. Like I said, that's not the case for me. I'm putting it in the middle. So that's one method if you don't feel like dealing with tape measure. If you deal with the tape measure, as you measure, just let the tape measure droop all the way to the floor. Because that way you're not fondling around with your tape measure while you're trying to get that exact measurement. I just went simple with 1.5 inches down from the door handle, from the top of the 5 and the 6. When I measured at the very edges. Pretty simple. Okay, it's cold outside, so it's not a good surface to stick to when it's cold. So I'll warm the back side of the emblem and the back of the tailgate. not a tailgate, it's not a truck, it's freaking lift plate. Be careful not to touch the stuff that you're sticking to. And then once it's warm, peel back your emblem tape. Ooh, fell right into place. Beautiful. Alright, so this emblem, I noticed going down the road one day on an Infiniti. The Titan V8 badgers are just too big. They're actually larger than the stock Xterra emblems. So, I was cruising down the road one day, looked down at a QX80. Vehicle's ugly itself, but happened to notice the badge on the fender. I was like, that's the perfect size. It's not the same font, per se, but the size is respective to the rest of the vehicle. It's not overcrowded. I'm not trying to overpower the rest of the emblems on the vehicle. So, if you're curious about the part number, like I said, it came from a QX80 from Infiniti. Part number from Nissan is 63890-3ZD0A. So, it looks good, it's stuck good, and it was like $30 or $40. Let me scroll through here, yeah. $30 free shipping on eBay. So, there she is. She's now advertising. I'm not putting it on the fenders. For one, if I'm going down the trail or the narrow trails and tree limbs might knock it off, so I don't want that to happen to a $30 emblem. So, plus it looks good when I pass somebody, especially them Jeeps. So, all right. Thanks, man. Y'all have a good one. Bye.